Benvenuti in un nuovo episodio del GiGi TV Show. Oggi Luigi è in cerca di un oggetto speciale per la sua macchina del tempo. Troverà quello giusto? Eccolo qui, trovato! Ora con la sua macchina del tempo tornerà nell'anno 1990, anno dell'uscita del meraviglioso film per Natale Mamma, ho perso l'aereo, dove oggi avrà come ospite uno dei protagonisti del film, Devin Ratray, ovvero Buzz McCallister, raccontando curiosità e aneddoti dal set di Mamma, ho perso l'aereo. Buona visione!
Benvenuti in questo settimo episodio del GiGi TV Show. Ragazzi, oggi una grande star, la star di Mamma, ho perso l'aereo, il nostro Buzz McCallister, Devin Ratray. Come stai, Devin? Tutto bene?
Tutto bene, signore, tutto bene.
Sono contentissimo che sei mio ospite, che hai accettato questa intervista e mi hai riempito il cuore di gioia.
I'm very happy and you should be happy.
Ok. Allora, Devin, partiamo con le domande. Ok? Ok. Prima domanda. Come sei stato scelto per il ruolo di Buzz McCallister in Mamma, ho perso l'aereo? Però tu avevi già prima fatto un altro film, si intitolava Piccoli Mostri, non mi ricordo, sempre con Daniel Stern.
But no,
that's
translation. How do I say it in Italian? Pequeño monstores, monstrasso, piccoli monstri. Con Daniel Stern.
Yes.
Yeah, see. Primero segunda. The first question, how did I get the part? I auditioned like any other movie. I was very excited because it was John Hughes' movie. I was very excited because it was, a big movie. And I just went in and auditioned. And Chris Columbus, he was very, do you know this word, affable? He was very affable and he made me feel at ease, not nervous at all. We talked a lot. He was very good with young kids, and he was good with me as well. I was 12 years old when I auditioned, and I had just turned 13 when we started shooting. I'd been 13 for like 3 weeks. So I was very young, but I was very tall. I was taller than John Hurd. And I fit the role, I guess. We did not know it would be so big, so famous.
Ho capito, beh dai. È bello sapere queste cose. Partiamo con la seconda domanda. Un ricordo particolare di John Hurd.
Well, I was taller than him when I was 13. John Hurd lived close by me in New York. He lived on the Upper West Side, very close to me. And for some reason, John Hughes got us a limo to go home to get picked up from the airport. He said to my mom, "Oh, they got you a limousine? Okay, I'll go with you."
Ah, ho capito. Diciamo, quello è questo aneddoto che ti ricordi su John Herd. Se non sbaglio è venuto a mancare da poco. E tu ti eri visto più o meno qualche altra volta con lui o diciamo dopo Mamma ho perso l'aereo non ti eri visto più?
Yes, and Home Alone 2. God damn it! I think he fancied my mother a little bit. I'm not sure. He was, you know, a little. He was a little strange, a little difficult with some of the crew, some of the makeup crew. He hated makeup and people touching him, um, but he was he liked me and he liked my mom. And turns out we later on we went to the same bars. I went to the same cafe. The same bar moved to my street, and when I was older, I started going there, and the bartenders were like, "You know John Hurt? He used to come in, and they had plenty of stories, but I'm not going to tell you any of them."
Però vabbè, il barista diceva conosci John Herd, però il barista sapevi chi eri tu pure, Buzz McCallister, Devin Ratray.
Barista, female bartender. That's how they knew John Hurd. And I was very, I mean, yes, they got to know me as well. It was the same bar that Bruce Willis started as a bartender. Bruce Willis was from New Jersey and started as a bartender there, and it became sort of a famous actors bar. But I was underage when my big brother took me there. So he told me, he was like, "Devin, you better behave, and you better not get me in trouble, and you better not get kicked out of here." So as soon as they started to say, "Don't I know you?" I was like, "Nope, nope, nope, nope. Not me. Nope, not me. Nope."
Ok. Ok, perfetto. Allora, Devin, partiamo con la terza domanda. La scena più divertente di Mamma ho perso l'aereo che ti sei divertito a girare?
Well, it's definitely going to be Home Alone 2. Number 2, we had way more money, way more fun. It was, you know, the stuff that we did off camera was tremendous fun. But for me, on camera, it was, I believe it was the, I call it the courthouse scene. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Signore e signori della giuria.
And then I turn to the family. I say, "I'd like to apologize on behalf of everyone to my family for my terrible and disreputable behavior. And I'd like to apologize to Kevin. Kevin, I'm sorry."
Kevin, ti chiedo scusa.
They cut out this, okay? They cut this. I couldn't do that. But then I lean in and beat that, you little trout sniffer.
Ti ho fregato, brutto piantagrane.
And I had a question. I didn't know what a trout sniffer was. I mean, I don't know if there's, and I'm sure in Italia as well, there's no translation. Like, it doesn't mean anything. A trout is a freshwater fish. Trout is a freshwater fish, and just trout sniffer. Yeah, trout sniffer. It doesn't mean anything. So I asked Chris Columbus. I said, Chris, Senor Columbus, qu'est-ce que c'est? You know, I mean, what is a trout sniffer? What is that? And Chris said, well, what do you think it is? And then he brought Macaulay Culkin over. Macaulay, come over. What do you think it is? And Macaulay said, I don't know. I have been wondering this entire script. What is a trout sniffer? And we thought, is there something better we can say? And so we tried on the set to come up with something better. We wanted something to do with the electric candles. The electric candles that I was drumming on his ears in the school. But we couldn't think of anything. And finally, I realized in Home Alone 1, I said there's a line in Uncle Pete's house where Hillary Wolf, the sister, one of the sisters, Olympic competing karate fighter in real life, she said, aren't you worried about him? He's so little and helpless. And I said, no. He's done this once too many times, and this time the little trout caught it in the butt. Some kind of obsession that Buzz McCallister has with trouts and calling his little brother some form of a trout.
Ho capito, beh, vedi, diciamo, da fan, da esterno non si riescono a sapere tutte queste cose, tutti questi aneddoti da dietro le quinte. Ora me li stai raccontando tutti tu. Sono molto divertenti.
I mean, each moment was bizarre and fun and wonderful for us as well. Like in the first Home Alone, we shot it in a closed down high school, same school where we shot The Breakfast Club, where John Hughes shot The Breakfast Club. And he just turned it into a movie studio. So to get from like the hair and makeup office was the vice principal's office, and to get from the vice principal's office to the airplane, and most of the house was built in the gymnasium of the school. They gave us little scooters, little razor scooters, to ride from the vice principal's office, hair and makeup, to set, which was the gymnasium. that lasted about a week, well, 1 week, because 12 kids on razor scooters in an empty high school, we would travel, we would just go everywhere. The production assistants could not keep up with us. They hated it. They were losing their minds. Well, we're traveling. I'm going up and down the flights of stairs and stuff on a razor scooter.
Allora il set era gigantesco proprio, cioè tutto girato in una palestra, gigante.
It was a high school. Yeah, they were editing. They were editing the movie in the basement, in the janitor's station. And one of the days during lunch, where I was supposed to be with the rest of the kids, instead, I took my scooter and I went down into the basement. And down in the basement, I started hearing noises and voices, ghosts. And I heard a big furnace saying, Devin. But it was actually saying, Kevin.
La scena della caldaia, se non sbaglio. Bellissimo.
So, I go there, you know, and I go there, and it's the editor, and he's editing the movie on an old piece of equipment called a Steinbeck. Do you know this word? They don't use it anymore. It's all digital. But this was on film, and he needed a dark place to cut it, to shoot. So he's rolling the film, and he's looking through this viewfinder in the middle of the basement of the custodians, and I'm scared as hell because it's going, Kevin, get out. And then he turns around, he's like, oh, hey, Dev, hi, how are you?
Molto divertente a sapere tutte queste cose. Funny. Funny. Okay.
So there were many wonderful, strange experiences making Home Alone. The second one was better because we had more money, and because we shot it in my city of New York.
Quarta domanda. Che rapporto hai con McCallister CULCKIN? Dopo Mamma ho perso l'aereo, hai mantenuto i rapporti?
Very easy, very rapid, very fast question to answer. No.
No.
Okay.
Okay, number 5.
Ok. Ok, numero 5 allora, ragazzi.
5.
Recentemente ti abbiamo visto nella serie Better Call Saul. Hai recitato al fianco di Bob Odenkirk. Raccontaci questa esperienza.
Bob Odenkirk I had worked with before in a movie called Nebraska. Do you know this? ¿Conoces?
Con Bruce
Nebraska?
Dern. Bruce Dern. Con Bruce Dern, sì, Nebraska.
Sí, Bruce Dern, sí. And he was so much different from Nebraska to Better Call Saul. I thought that he didn't like me in Nebraska. And I thought that you know, talking and whatnot, you know, bothered him. But it turns out, all right, do you know in Nebraska, the Bruce Dern's wife, her name is June Squibb. June Squibb. Nominated for an Academy Award for Nebraska, June Squibb. My father worked with June Squibb. They entertained the American military troops in Vietnam together. They did musicals together for the soldiers in Vietnam. So I told this story to Bob and to Will Forte. Of course, when June and I met, I had to tell her I was Peter Rattray's son. And, you know, I wasn't sure that Bob was paying attention or even cared. So 8 years later, we're the first day of shooting Better Call Saul. I'm in the backseat of the van that picks us up. He gets in the backseat as well because he's not pretentious at all. He gets in the backseat. This is at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he immediately says, "Man, when I saw your name on the call sheet, I was so excited. Guys, this is Devin Ratray. His dad worked with June Squibb, and we worked together in Nebraska." He remembered every single detail, more than nice. He was like interested in me.
Bellissimo.
My friends are asking if I'm okay, if I've been kidnapped.
Domanda numero 6, ultima domanda. Che emozione hai provato ritornando nel ruolo di Buzz McCallister nel remake di Mamma, ho perso l'aereo?
It was a totally different movie. It was a totally different director. It was a totally different location. It was Montreal in Canada in February in the middle of the night, which means it was -12 Fahrenheit, so negative, 20 Celsius. It was a totally different experience. I was the only one there from the original. It was like making a new movie. You know, nobody was there from the first one, not even crew. It was like doing a whole new film where I played a cop.
Ho capito. Ok, beh, allora c'era poca nostalgia, diciamo, in questo remake. Sei l'unico che è tornato, insomma, va bene, dai.
So
Però
it
mi ha
was
fatto
not
piacere
very...
rivederti. Ti dico una cosa, è l'unica cosa positiva di quel film, sinceramente. Io quando ho visto che eri ritornato come Buzz McCallister sono esploso, però è l'unica cosa positiva.
Molto grazie, signore.
Allora, Devin, ora introduciamo una nuova cosa. Invitiamo il prossimo ospite, vediamo se accetterà, ed è Shade, un rapper italiano. Cosa possiamo dirgli?
Now, I'm the only guest on this show. Hey, Shaden, is it Shaden? Hey, Shaden, you come on this show, he tells you 15 minutes, don't believe him. Take an hour. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching after an hour, Shaden, come on the show.
Allora,
Ok,
ti ringrazio che sei stato qui, ti mando un grosso abbraccio e spero che ci rivedremo dal vivo, magari in Italia, qui.
Molto grazie. Bene. Tu va fare americano. Thank you for watching on GiGi TV. And my name has been Devin, still is Devin Ratray. Some people in the cinematic world know me as Buzz McCallister. It's been my pleasure to be on your show. Thank you. Molto grazie. Grazie mille.
Grazie Devin.
Felt like summertime till you were gone. I fell in love with you. And now I can't wait for summertime. It won't be long when you come back. I love you like I do. Love you like I do.